so much fucking vape in here. Fucking fog machine.
Welcome back to DQP Does, the Drafty Quarters Podcast Network movie review show, where we smoke 'em if we got 'em. Today we are going over Die Hard. With me this evening is my co-host Russell.
Hey, that's me.
And Nathan.
Yep.
And tonight we have a special guest, Jesse.
Long time no see, guys.
Yeah, welcome back.
Been a minute.
It's been quite a minute.
Quite a minute.
Like a year.
Yeah.
Okay.
I guess it probably really has been. Holy shit.
Something like that.
Yeah.
So let's do this cast real quick. Oh no, I started looking up something else.
One of
Porn.
your rabbit holes.
Yeah, I was looking at porn.
What if you type in rabbit hole on RedTube?
I don't know. We'll find out later.
Red2.
Hold on. All right, while I'm doing this cast, you do the research, Nathan. In the cast, we got Bruce Willis as John McClane. Hey, this one has last names. Sometimes they don't do that. Bonnie Bedelia as Holly Gennaro McClane. Reginald Vell Johnson. I didn't know his last name was Vell Johnson. As Sergeant Owl Powell. Say that 3 times fast or something. Paul Gleason as Dwayne T. Robinson. Devereaux White as Argyle. William Atherton as Thornburg. Hart Bachner as Ellis. James Shigeta as Takagi. Alan Rickman as Hans Gruber, rest in peace. Alexander Godunov as Carl. Bruno Doyen as Franco. Andreas Wisniewski. Andreas, send us a video of you saying your name, if I said it wrong, as Tony. Clarence Gilliard Jr. as Theo. Joey Plua as Alexander Joey. And send us a video of you saying, oh my god, the next one too. Lorenzo Calanza. Sorry, bud. As Marco. Gerard Bond as Christoph. We're getting into extra territory. Dennis Hayden as Eddie. Al Leong as Uli. He was Uli in this. The guy that was also in Lethal Weapon.
Yeah.
Yeah. There was actually a few that were also in Lethal Weapon. Grand L. Bush was the other one. He's the little Johnson in this. And Robert Devey is the big Johnson.
I'm looking at Big Johnson's. Nathan sent me the link to what happens if you type in rabbit hole on RedTube.
Oh, God.
Dildo and cock in every hole.
Oh, God.
Hot MILF spreads pussy plays something, not clicking on it to read the full title. Glory hole secrets. Happy
Glory
blonde
hole secrets.
blowing glory hole.
You got glory hole madness. Come on.
Five sexy
hole
real
madness
glory
6.
hole cum shots.
Yeah, if you type in hole,
Yeah, you're gonna get glory holes.
yeah.
So that's 6 videos before we get to wife fucks like a rabbit.
Oh,
There we go.
wait, send that one back.
I send it back.
All right, sorry guys. That's all the episode I'm gonna be on for this one. I'll see you later.
Russell has a porn addiction. So anyway,
I have an addictive personality.
Better
yeah,
take that arthritis medication. you know?
yeah. Make
Arthritis in my penis?
sure. No, make sure to wear your
Oh, my wrist brace?
your wrist brace.
Yeah.
Um,
Should have had one of those as a teenager. Could have
Do-
avoided some injuries.
do the physical therapy when you're
Yeah.
done.
Always get wrist
Welcome
braces for your teenagers. End of
Welcome to
story.
DQP Does, where we talk about jerking off for a half hour.
And Aspercream.
Oh
Whoa.
God.
Hand
Password lever.
sanitizer?
Wait, Tiger Bomb?
Icy hot.
Tiger Bomb.
Like the hot
use
sauce?
Tiger
Don't
Bomb.
use Tiger Bomb. Oh my god.
No, that's for after.
She said she likes spicy stuff.
That's Tiger sauce.
Oh.
Oh, we need more
Ouch.
Tiger sauce, by the way.
That stuff's fucking good.
What did you do with it?
We ate stuff and put it on it.
Yeah,
The
the
Okay.
food.
Yeah.
Hi, Jesse. Thanks for coming. How you doing today?
Jesus Christ.
Short synopsis of Die Hard.
Are we talking about Die Hard or are
Yep.
we talking about... No, never mind.
Okay, I thought you were gonna say the title of the video you were looking at.
Are you also watching porn?
No.
Our volumes are all off for some reason. Jesus Christ. Short synopsis of Die Hard. Guy goes to LA. Nope. Stop. Jesus Christ.
Nathan.
Nathan!
Nathan is shaking. I don't know. Whatever.
It's a box of playing cards.
He's
Die
It
Hard.
just sounds funny.
He's shaking.
Playing with his deck. That's what I was gonna say.
Playing with his deck, yeah.
Cards.
He's a cop, New York cop, going to LA to see his family for Christmas. We find out that his wife is a executive in a Japanese company, and that's where he goes. And she has used her maiden name because they're somewhat estranged. And you find out later that he didn't want to support her because he didn't want to move and was afraid to.
Fucking New York cop, guys. Come on.
Yeah, he had 50 deadbeats and that he had to take down before he could come back or some shit. I don't remember.
Yeah, but I mean, come on now. Like maybe you've been a cop in New York, but you haven't been a cop until you've been a cop in L.A.
Oh God!
L.A.
Oh, let's fucking talk about being a cop in fucking L.A.
Can I get through this fucking synopsis first?
Fucking rough. You got to get Twinkies.
The tacos in L.A. are really good.
Let's talk about Twinkies, bud.
Fuck Twinkies.
They're banana
Bud.
flavored.
Twinkies are terrible.
No.
I hate Twinkies, dude.
Okay, you're wrong. Woody
Mhm.
Harrelson's right. Justice is served. Crushed.
We both dropped out of the same college.
So I swear to God, if you say that on an episode one more time, I'm gonna just say what I just said again.
I never
So,
went to college.
I dropped out twice.
Oh
ahead.
my God.
Die
Anyway,
Hard.
we're all losers. Holy shit. So while he's making fists with his toes after he takes a shower, some terrorists.
That's completely
show up.
normal, guys. I just
For a
saying.
second, I thought you were talking about Nathan. I was like,
Fucking toe curling?
why is he toe curling right now?
I don't know, but now I feel weird about it.
Some
Thanks.
terrorists show up. But they're not really terrorists. Surprise, it's really a heist.
It's a trick.
Smoke screen, magic trick. Look over here. But really we're leaving with negotiable bearer bonds.
What's the difference between being terrorists and being heist guys?
Is this a joke?
Yeah, what?
It's the same shit, right?
No, not at all. Terrorists perform an act that causes fear, and then it is tied to an ideology. And they usually claim,
They believe they needed money.
well, that's not.
And those people did not look
That's not
happy
an
to be
ideology.
fucking held hostage, Shane.
It's not terrorism.
Okay.
That's theft.
All right. I'm sorry. When Bush became president, terrorism
Well, everything
changed me.
everything became terrorism.
Sorry.
Unless you're a white male. Sorry, I had to say it. Anyway,
Then you're bad.
yeah, you're just crazy. So these guys take over the tower and take everybody hostage while he's in the bathroom, and so then he takes them down, and that's the movie.
Roll
I
credits.
couldn't have done better myself.
Yeah, I mean he kills them
Yeah.
all. That's it.
Yeah.
I don't think anyone else helps.
All right, ratings. Well, I didn't think it was as good as Lethal Weapon.
Well, hold on now. Carl,
Oh,
like,
sorry.
helps him.
Al. His name's Al in this.
Whatever.
Not-
He's
it's not Carl
to
Winslow.
me. But he, like,
Carl was a cop in Chicago.
yeah,
Yeah.
but you know what'd be better? Well, you can't be a cop in, maybe you're a cop in Chicago,
Oh no.
but you can't really call yourself a cop till you've been a cop in L.A.
Dude, that joke's run its course. You can only do it one time an episode, bro.
That was like walking on glass. Anyway, so to me, in my head canon, Carl is out one day. He's on his way home to his family.
In
from
Chicago
Family
from
Matters.
LA.
In Chicago.
He's gonna take a whole fucking bag of Twinkies back to Chicago
From LA.
from LA because the LA Twinkies are better.
Yeah. See, we made it work. It works.
It doesn't.
Yeah, whatever. Anyway,
Thanks,
so
Jesse.
I feel like he's like emotional support. I feel like he's helpful.
No,
you know?
I
He
just
doesn't,
meant like I don't
hurt
think
anyone,
I don't
but-
think anyone else kills any of the
No,
hostage
I don't think
takers.
so either.
I don't know what the fuck to call them.
he does it all single handed.
Yeah, pretty much. I just want to say that this is my favorite Christmas movie. Like,
Mm-hmm.
I know we talked a lot about how good Lethal Weapon was.
Yeah.
But I think this is good in a different way. It's a lot more serious.
Mm-hmm.
There are comedic moments, but they're fewer and farther between. This doesn't have like a comedy subgenre tacked onto it, right? It's pretty much just an action movie.
Yeah.
As well as like I don't know what the name of it would be, but like the it's not a disaster movie. Hold on. No,
Pink
I'm
elephant.
gonna do it. I was gonna sneeze. I'm not. Anyway,
That was anticlimactic.
yeah, sorry. I just need
Kind
to
of
like.
Die Hard.
Whoa! Fuck you.
I'm just kidding.
Like you know what I'm talking about, like
Yeah.
Towering Inferno, and like movies like that.
Enter the Dragon.
Yeah, no, Tower of Death.
Tower
Or-
of Death. Yeah.
I'm just gonna feel like I have to sneeze this whole time. God damn it!
Do you want me to put my finger in your nose?
I need to put some fucking paper towels up my nose.
Do
All that coke that I did,
have
I can't blow it. So.
Yeah, well, you done said it. I was gonna say I have this white powder that helps you sneeze. You just went full bore.
Yeah.
You're like, fuck
Well,
the feds.
that's the problem. Full
Uh.
bore, it gets clogged easier. Anyway,
God, I hope the audience thinks this is funny.
yeah, probably
Cocaine's a
not.
hell of a drug.
Yeah, don't do coke. But Ellis does, and then he gets his brains blown out. And I like how he was like, "Yeah, can I have some coke?" And they like brought him a Coca-Cola. I like feel like that's
Yeah.
not what he meant, but he drinks it anyway.
Yeah. I don't think that's what he meant either. That's how I've always taken that. I've always thought of that as a joke, as like, hey, the bad guys are bad, but like the real villain in this movie, the biggest piece of shit in the whole movie is Ellis.
Yeah, fucking dipshit. But I think like the acting overall in this movie was phenomenal.
Mm-hmm.
There's only like really one or two parts where I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
And that was like one of the weird ones. It's not really a big scene or anything, but it's just super weird to me. Is when they're coming out of the building at the end, and John sees Al
Mhm.
for the first time because he's never actually like seen him. He's only talked to him on the radio, and Holly is like, I don't know what she's doing. She's like not looking where she's supposed to be looking. She's just like looking around and being weird.
Mhm.
And like Bruce Willis is like staring at Reginald and just like they're both like slowly getting the grins on their face. And
Yeah.
Holly's just kind of like, what's happening?
Yeah.
And
well,
it
I
just
mean,
like kind of ruins the scene.
okay.
It's super weird to me.
It is weird, but I think it's because like she doesn't know that he's been talking to this officer the whole
Right.
time.
I think that's what
the
it's supposed to
point.
be,
Yeah.
but it just
It-
feels weird.
Yeah. But I mean, let's be honest. Like most of the bad acting is her anyway.
Yeah.
So like not to discredit her or anything like that, but like part of the only real problems in the movie as far as like the acting goes is like some of the henchmen
Yeah.
and
But,
some
I
of the
mean, they're-
gunplay and
The henchmen are like stuntmen.
yeah. I did it.
Woo!
Yep. You. But so like some of the henchmen but yeah, they're like stuntmen. The two that I think are actually acting, or that I can tell are actually acting, are the brothers.
Oh
Like
yeah.
I feel like that was really good.
Yeah.
But like
Carl's fucking awesome.
the cop.
The brother, the one that is alive until the end of the movie.
Oh, okay. I thought you went.
Fuck you, Russell.
But yeah, like some of her lines, like in the beginning of the movie where she's like in the office with Bruce, like I feel like most of that's pretty good.
Yeah.
But like when she comes in and she's talking to Alan Rickman, and maybe it's because she's on screen with Alan Rickman, she's probably intimidated. But that whole scene where she's
Or just
like,
outshone.
yeah, talking about having to go to the bathroom and like filing them in, like I don't know, the way
off odd.
Yeah, it comes off odd.
Yeah. So I mean but that's like more subtle. Like the lines are delivered well. It's just like, is that the emotion or attitude that they should have gone with? It seems weird. You know?
Yeah.
I don't know. It's not. It's more of a that doesn't seem to fit than a like they just read that off a cue card behind the other person's head. You know?
Yeah. And then like when she looks at the picture, I've never liked that she looks at the picture, because he should have flipped the picture immediately.
Yeah.
Like he's not stupid. He's one of the
Right.
he's like this ultra smart villain that figured all this stuff out. Like,
right.
and she like looks at the picture and there's a picture frame down, and he's just like, what was she looking at?
Yeah.
I don't know. And then it goes on. And I was just like, what, fucking flip it up.
Yeah. I don't know.
But, yeah.
That's pretty much the only condemnation that I would put on this movie. Is there anything else that you don't like?
So like the glass in the feet thing is pretty iconic.
Yeah.
It's a pretty big deal. And well, now, like I feel like in movies today, if something like that happened, it would play throughout the rest of the movie. I feel like once he pulls the glass out of his feet, he doesn't really, like, near the end of the movie, I guess he's limping out at the end. But then, like, when the crazy shit's happening, I guess you could like say adrenaline or whatever. He kind of like ignores whatever's happening.
The
with
only
his feet.
the only part that I felt like they didn't portray that was when he's fighting Carl. But all the way before that, like he drags himself into the bathroom, he talks to Al, picks the glass out, and then he's like, "What the fuck were you doing on the roof?"
Yeah,
Then he goes up to the roof, and that whole time he's like limping and shit.
yeah,
And that's when he fights Carl. So then he fights Carl, he's not really limping, but he's also fighting. So like I feel like that's kind of forgivable, like adrenaline and stuff.
yeah,
It's a fight scene. It would have been nice to have like a little piece where Carl tried to take advantage of it, but like they weren't really going that cerebral with the fight.
yeah.
Um,
Just kind of like quick action.
yeah, I just love the fun fucking line. Like, wish you could have heard your brother whimper when I broke his fucking neck.
Yeah.
Oh my god. But after that, then he's limping again.
Yeah.
Because he limps all the way down the stairs into the vault room.
Mm-hmm.
Where he has the final confrontation with was it Tex or something?
Yeah, I think so.
Something like that. And Hans.
Yeah, and then the only other scene that bothers me, and it's like also a pretty big scene, is when he ties the water hose around his waist and jumps over the side of the building, and top of the building explodes.
Yeah.
I feel like when the top of the building exploded, it wouldn't have, like the
Fire hose.
fire
spool.
hose. Yeah, I feel like that wouldn't have stayed. Like I feel like it would have fallen sooner than what it did. So I don't feel like that's really timed right. I feel like that was kind of just like, hey, we need this big stunt and this will look cool.
Yeah.
But I mean, I'm being nitpicky because
Yeah.
like I've let other movies go, but like pretty much as good as most of this movie is, like if you're gonna find stuff wrong with it, you gotta
Right.
nitpick at it.
Nathan, was there anything that you didn't like about Die Hard other than it not being Lethal Weapon?
Well, it's two different types of movies.
Well, yeah.
Both Christmas movies, nonetheless,
Right.
Yeah.
but they're two different types of movies. We talked about this before.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
So, with Die Hard, no, like this movie was good from beginning to end, and the story it told, I really enjoyed. I don't like it, I don't nitpick things.
Yeah.
Like,
I just didn't know if there was like any like anything that was glaring to you, because like sometimes you're just like there's something that you just don't like, and
I didn't like it when he uses the gun to go down that vent. Like, I feel like that strap should have popped way earlier than what it did. I understand why they did it, but no.
Yeah.
No. I didn't like that. And also, like, why would you leave your machine gun? Fuck that.
Yeah.
No, hide and shoot. He could have done it. He's fucking Bruce Willis. He'd have been fine.
Yeah, I don't know if he was like out. I don't remember if they looked.
Well, they should have made it very noticeable that he was out.
Yeah,
Yeah,
well, I mean, he
checked
checks it a lot
Yeah.
in the movie.
But
He was out of ammo in the machine gun when he went down the vent with
it was an MP5, by the way.
or whatever.
he could have used it to beat the shit out of somebody.
Yeah, no, he still could have.
You grab that bitch by the barrel and just whack in his fucking face. Done.
Yeah.
Possible. Yeah.
No, I don't really have any complaints as far as the movie goes, because it's a fucking classic. More Alan Rickman would have been great.
Yeah. I mean, just in general in life,
Just
and
like-
stuff.
More of like a fight between him and Hans, but like, Hans had henchmen for that.
Yeah, he wasn't like a physical threat. He was,
The back and forth over like, the infamous line you're probably going to say at the end of the podcast.
Yeah.
Like, I really enjoyed that.
Yeah. Yeah,
So.
I love the back and forth that they have. Him calling him a cowboy and shit, and him leaning into it.
Yeah.
I love everything about this movie. Like,
And let's just appreciate, like, Alan Rickman, probably one of the greatest villains in movies.
yeah,
Even movies he's not technically a villain in. Hello,
Yeah.
Harry Potter. So, like, this kind of like kickstarted it, I think.
mm-hmm.
Because wasn't this the first one he was like a real like bad guy in?
I don't know. I'd have to look.
Because he was a bad guy in the Robin Hood movie with Kevin Costner. Great fucking bad guy in that movie.
Mm-hmm.
Love to do that movie. But I don't see it on the horizon.
Yeah, that might be like a 2022 movie.
It's bullshit.
Russell's doing research.
Cool.
Yeah, so before this, he did a bunch of TV shows.
He was probably a bad guy.
I don't know what... I know he started out on stage, though.
Stage actor.
Yeah, he started out on stage. I don't know what kind of like roles he had in the theater and stuff like that. I'm going off of IMDb. So before Die Hard, he did a bunch of weird TV shows that I've never heard of. And then he did a movie. No, that's a TV show. Yeah, so this is like his first movie. Die Hard. And then he was in January Man. And then some more TV stuff. I think he's the bad guy in Quigley Down Under. Yeah, he plays the bad guy in Quigley Down Under to Tom Selleck's Matthew Quigley. Elliot Marston. And then we got a romantic comedy. And then in 1991, he would play Sheriff of Nottingham in Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves. He did a biopic for Franz Mesmer. He played Rasputin in a TV movie called Rasputin.
What the fuck is Girls on Top?
Sounds like a porn.
If you go to RedTube and put that in.
You will definitely come up with porn.
Holy shit, the first Harry Potter movie came out in 2001.
Oh, shit.
They're about to get remade.
Wait, for real?
No, I'm just saying.
Oh, he's also awesome
Dude,
in Love Actually.
Look at this fucking picture of Alan Rickman. Just, okay, everybody, go to IMDb and go to Alan Rickman's profile and go to Girls on Top. And you'll see this picture of him looking like the most stereotypical disappointed dad in a sitcom. Jesse, look at this. He's just got like
"You
his
darn kids."
He's like got his hands on his hips and he's like, "What did you do?"
He also played Judge Turpin in Sweeney Todd. See, I mean, he definitely
He swung towards the villain later. Or after the TV stuff.
Yeah, after being in TV shows, as far as being like a cinema actor, he definitely played the villain quite a bit.
I don't know. I just the acting in this is great. The action is great. Like, I mean, I'm sure if I did bullet counts, that would be way off. But like they bring that kind of stuff into it to try to make it sort of realistic. There's times where he's like, shit, I'm out of ammo for this. And so he goes back to using a pistol, or at the very end, he only has 2 bullets left. Like, they try to make that stuff matter, which is always good. The glass thing, I love the glass thing because it's a interesting thing to do in a action movie, to give the hero like a physical trauma that then hinders them.
Yeah. Like, can you he succeeds, right? Like, he is successful in stopping the bad guys.
Right.
How much easier would it have been had he had shoes?
Right.
So like,
yeah. And you were like, the funny thing was, like, because you've seen this movie, Russell, you've seen it 100 times, but you forgot a part.
Yeah, I forgot.
At
the beginning.
So like, he doesn't have his shoes on, and then like he's like, God damn it, why didn't he just fucking like take the shoes off the first guy he kills? So he kills the first brother, and he's like, I had to fucking kill the one guy I kill. Fucking has feet smaller than my sister, and he's like trying to put his shoes on, and he's like, son of a bitch, they fucking addressed it. That's amazing.
Yeah.
Didn't they? He called him a terrorist. I had to pick the terrorist with the smallest feet.
Yeah. Because they didn't know that it was a heist yet. Because they fake being terrorists by like asking for all these like freedom fighters and shit from other countries to be freed from prison.
It was funny. That's
it is funny.
I bet he never takes airplane advice again though.
Probably not.
Because like, I forgot about that too. I forgot about in the beginning when he's on the airplane where
Right.
the guy's like, well, take your shoes off, roll your feet into fists and stuff.
Yeah,
and
make fists with your toes.
Yeah.
First off, you should always be down for some toe curling.
I'll give you some toe curling.
Nope.
But if I feel like if I hear gunshots and I'm sitting there, one of the first things I do is get dressed, which would include putting my shoes on, even if they're not tied.
Yeah.
And then,
Well, they're across the room though, aren't they?
Oh, I don't
he's
remember.
like sits in the chair in her office, I'm pretty sure, where he takes his shoes off and then
Yeah.
he goes and he starts getting
I
cleaned
don't
up.
remember.
I don't know.
Doesn't have time to get his shoes.
Yeah.
Like, throw them under your arm? I don't know.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like it would be important.
Yeah.
Like, I specifically have
but
different shoes for
we also
when the world goes to shit.
But we also have the experience of having watched Die
That's
Hard
true.
and know what happens if you fuck up and don't take your shoes and you're running around barefoot.
That's very true.
Shoot the glass.
Yeah, ruin your whole fucking life.
Yep. Jesse,
I'm still here, yeah.
it's been a while since you watched this, hasn't it?
Yep.
Or
been
talking to Mike, apparently.
It's been like 2 or 3 years. Not gonna
Oh.
lie.
He didn't get the memo. He didn't watch it before he came over.
Yeah, I'm a silly goose. Silly goose.
It's all right. I'm sure you'll watch the next movie before you're on an episode.
I'm
Yeah.
sure. Whatever that movie is.
It's going to be Hackers, by the way. We're going to watch Hackers
Never
for
seen
next
that.
week. Oh. Well, first time for everything. Um,
I hope it's not terrible.
we'll see.
It's like one of the greatest movies I've ever seen.
I fucking love it.
We'll see.
I mean, like, I don't even know how you could argue against it. Like, it's just.
Oh, boy. We'll see.
Yeah, I can't possibly just be disappointed next week.
Oh God. Anyway, do you like Die Hard? Like, do you remember anything in particular you did or didn't like about the movie?
I liked how he just snuck around most of the time and like he fucked with him on the radio and stuff.
Yeah.
But other than that, I don't remember a whole lot besides the jumping off a exploding building and stuff like that. And Carl Winslow.
Yeah. Al Pal. But yeah, Carl Winslow, whatever. It's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean the fire hose scene is iconic.
Yeah.
The fall is iconic. Where Hans is falling.
Yeah.
It's
Oh,
like-
we should probably talk about that. Alan Rickman's face being real. Oh, wait, do you not know? Do you not remember? I feel like we talked about this before. So, Alan Rickman's reaction is real
Oh,
because they actually dropped him off of a building.
yeah.
Because they didn't realize, or he didn't. They were gonna drop him on 3, and he was only supposed to fall so far.
Yeah.
But they dropped him on 1, and then he actually fell further than what he thought he was going to fall. So his reaction to falling is a genuine reaction of him falling out of a building.
Yeah, see, like, I don't know how I feel about that shit, because I always hear about that stuff where, like, they trick the actors to get real emotion, but then I'm like, that's kind of like abuse, man.
It's also cheating.
Yeah. It's also what?
Cheating.
What?
Cheating.
What?
Cheating.
Oh, okay.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, but like I always remember the stuff about The Shining.
I was gonna say one of my favorite directors would strongly disagree with you.
Oh, I know. Yeah, I know. But that's the story I always think of what's her fuck getting the shit kicked out of her on that set just to get like mentally abused and shit so that she would portray the character as like freaking the fuck out because she's actually freaking the fuck out. Like that's a bit much.
I think as long as you know what, like, and I don't know if she knew what she was getting into or not, but I think as long as like you're upfront with the actors in the beginning, like, hey, I have a reputation. This reputation is founded. Like these are things that I do. So if you're on my set, like this is how it's going to be. I think as long as you're upfront, then like I think it's okay because like I'm a big fan of the method acting.
Yeah,
and like, you know, really putting yourself into the shoes and like being the character. And so like I think at that point it's okay, but like I don't know, honestly, I don't know enough about Kubrick or like really the films to know if there was like he talked to them beforehand and was like, I'm going to abuse the shit out of you actually.
Yeah.
And then we're gonna film it. But
yeah, I feel like even with like telling them it's probably not okay.
Well, I don't know. You know what you sign up for.
Well, I mean, if you do, then that's different.
The job you get.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. Anyway, it's a cool fact.
Yeah.
But it's also like manipulative and fucked up.
Yeah, it's kind of shitty. You know, and I'm sure he was like, that was fucking shitty. And then he watched the take and was like,
you look good.
Good job.
Yeah. You got what you wanted out of me. So you want to do rating?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right. 9-9. This is
Jeez.
one of my favorite movies ever. And 100% my favorite Christmas movie. And if you don't think it's a Christmas movie, then, well, you're wrong.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. I just, like, when I watch this, a little bit of, nostalgia, rose-tinted glasses. But when I watch this, like, I was doing a lot of like doodling and stuff because when I was in school and shit, and I would just always like draw scenes from the movie and like shit like that, and it was foundational for me in like fiction.
Mm-hmm.
If like any writing that I ever did or any art that I ever did, like there's a little Die Hard in it. So I mean, I think that's why one of the reasons that I love this movie so much.
Right.
Not that it's like necessarily like a cinematic masterpiece, but I think it is in its own way a cinematic masterpiece.
Yeah.
Russell?
I give it 9.5. I mean, I agree with you on a lot of that. Like it's a really good movie. I wanted to find more wrong with it because I like going back and like being like, oh.
Yeah.
But
yeah, it's fun to dissect things, but when it's just there's nothing to
it's just raw.
Yeah,
like
nothing to cut from it.
Yeah, it's just like, he's a dude and he's a badass and shit is in his way and he's going to get it out of his way and he's going to stop the thing and save the day and get his wife back for Christmas.
Yeah.
And go see his kids. Like,
God damn it, if you were in his way, fucking be prepared.
Yeah.
To die or get decked by his wife.
Yeah. So it's just a really solid movie. I mean, it's definitely one of the classics that I think deserves to be a classic, and there's not a lot of those I think are actually like that.
Yeah. Just because a movie is old doesn't mean it's a classic.
Right. Or just because it was a pioneer doesn't make it a classic.
Yeah, because sometimes people have good ideas and then execute them poorly, and somebody comes along and does it better.
Yeah, like we hail Star Wars as like super high sci-fi cinema, and no one ever talks about THX 3000 or whatever the fuck it was called. That was the actual pioneer, and then Lucas was like, "Oh, I can do this better because now I have a little bit of money."
Yeah.
So, yeah, but no, I mean it's just a solid movie. I recommend that everyone watch it. Have your kids watch it. It's fairly family friendly, except for the language.
One pair of tits in the beginning.
Yeah, there's a pair of tits, but free the titty. In the stigma. Yeah, there we go. I'm done. Go on. Jesse.
Yeah, I give this movie a 9 out of 11.
So that's an 8 for those of you trying to do math.
Wow.
That's it. That's all I got.
Okay. Nathan, what do you got for us?
I prepared a statement.
Oh, Lord.
It's a rare condition this day and age to read any good news on the newspaper page. Love and tradition of the grand design. Some people say it's even harder to find. I'll keep going.
Keep going.
I thought that was part of the quote.
Nope, that's the fucking title. That's the lyrics to the Family Matters theme song.
Yeah.
Jesus fucking Christ.
It's a Christmas movie. Fuck you, Zach. This movie is fantastic, and I love it. Also, I'm going to point out that my favorite Christmas movie is actually Jingle All the Way because Jamie needed a Turbo Man doll. But as far as this movie goes, it's a complete guy movie in the sense that it's everything that you got told. This is what guys watch in the fucking 80s and the 90s and all that shit. I mean, that's what it is. It's fucking action, everything you want in a movie. And I don't have any complaints.
Yeah.
I like Lethal Weapon better because I like the buddy cop thing.
Mm-hmm.
And you kind of get that with Carl and Bruce Willis there. So, similar, but not the same.
Yeah.
Because Carl ain't doing the Danny Glover stuff. Let's face it. So
he's not too old for this shit.
No.
He's just not even in the building.
If I had to rate it, it would be right next to maybe just a little bit under Lethal Weapon.
Okay. That's fair.
I want to take a moment because it doesn't happen very often. It doesn't happen in the facet that it just happened. Shane, earlier you made a statement that Bruce Willis was the only one to take out the terrorists. It is an incorrect statement.
Okay. Who else? What happened?
What the fuck is his name in the limo?
Oh, Argyle. Oh, and
Argyle wrecks that dude.
And Al is the one that actually kills Carl.
Yeah, at the end.
Yeah.
That's true too. All right, yeah. I'm glad we settled that.
Yeah, I was wrong.
Yeah. That's on recording. Gonna
I don't think the show can get any better than this.
We're gonna soundbite that and set it for everyone's ringtones.
Oh God! Every time I get a text from Shane, I want that to be the thing. I was wrong.
Wow.
Ugh.
Well, that's going to do it for this episode of DQP Does. Come join us next week where we talk about hackers, and we're going to start doing apparently we're going to try to do a whole year of Cyberpunk, because that's how hard we were for Cyberpunk before it came out, and we're still like 3/4 torqued. So come listen to us talk about, I don't know, I was going okay, and then I just went way off on talking about dicks, so
You get distracted there?
yep.
Yeah.
That's it for this episode of DQP Does. Yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker.
This has been a production of the Drafty Quarters Podcast Network.